So questions are on the 5th of December. Oh my gosh, it's January 2023. On the 5th of January 2023. So some of your questions, here's two. One question was, what are you doing? Good question. I've asked someone that before when I really needed to. But I've also been asked, what have I been up to? What have I been doing? What I have been doing is, more recently, I have been in touch with a really good specialist company, organisation rather, and they specialise in a particular area which I'm kind of being a little bit quiet about, but something that I have experienced over an expansive period of time. They're going to be coming in and helping out with this because they have specialist expertise in this arena. I have heard their pledge, or read their pledge rather, and I have said yes. I'm really looking forward to working with them. I've also been involved with communications with different people, with friends as well, online too. And this is just one of these things because I have friends all over the world, so we keep in contact pretty much a lot of the time online. Big girl. Okay, so out here on my own, what else have I been doing? I have been involved with retail and spending time just looking into the fashion industry and what's really making different places tick, not just fashion, but obviously multiple different places within our community entrepreneurially. It's all important. I'm spiritual, but obviously these physical parts of life in our communities are integral as well. The other question is, what's your funniest comment or compliment, or I think it was comment hopefully. What's your funniest comment during cold water swimming? And my friend was just, talking about how the fact that God should have a sense of humour, so what would God think was funniest out of everything that happened? So it's a really good question. Nobody has said anything funny to me. I have had so many different wonderful people approaching me, some interesting people. Sometimes people don't know what to say and they want to get involved, and other people are just really, really supportive and they really know what to say and to be really encouraging and lovely and sweet and kind. So I haven't had anything funny in terms of comments, and I've met a lot of people down there doing that, and their doggies, as you know, and sometimes cats on the way. Anyway, so what would God think was the most funniest? Okay, on the busiest day perhaps, well, that was the 1st. That was the 1st of January 2023, and I went back to swimming after that break from the 25th. So I had my last swim on the 25th on Christmas Day 2022, 25th of December 2022, and all in between that period I had not gone swimming. So I took myself out on New Year's Day, and so many people were around. Everything was going really well, going really great. Some other people were trying it out as well, maybe dips, not really full submersion or swimming as such, but there were dips alongside, and families just enjoying themselves, really going for it, and they were doing great. Everybody waving to each other, things going really well. And on the way back from one of my last swims, something happened. So I'm sure you could imagine what that is that happened, and I think God might just think it's interesting because we as humans think that we're doing the best, but God usually has a better outlook of things, much higher, even when we have a really good, strong relationship with God. And yeah, so that happened to me when usually things go really, really well, even with that particular swimsuit. I'm really pretty good at getting things sorted, but this time, yes, something happened, and I think you can imagine, but I don't know what people's eyesight was like because I'm really quite focused. I've had to hone in and really focus on God and myself, so I can be quite blinkered, but I did see there were other people there. Well, there's lots of people, but there were other people specifically that I did notice that were looking over, but obviously there could be many different people that I just didn't see because I was blinkered in that way, which I've been trained to be. So I think I may have been protected there, I don't know. Again, I really just had to go with it. So that's kind of what happened. By not expressing every single detail of that, yeah, so what a great start to 2023. It would have to happen on the 1st of January, the start of the new year. But anyway, what would I say about it? It was a very different set of circumstances. It was all the way from like the 25th of December, that was my last swim, and then the 1st of January 2023 was my first swim in all that period of time, and the water was really different. And what I mean by that was the type of water, the level of clarity, and how clean it was. It was very, very different. When I had been going in every day, this is so interesting, it's almost like a relationship. It's like a symbiotic relationship with the sea or something, because it was so clean. Well, as clean as it can be, you know, live living water in the sea. But the first was different, and I think that's interesting to note. So yeah, there were some, I'd say probably perhaps abnormalities to that day, as it was specifically with the water clarity and what was going on there with that space of time just not being in the water. So that's the only thing that I can think that may have been like a difference, or a major difference. And also, of course, just so many different people as well around. But it was a great day, all in all. And yeah, so thank you for your questions. And if there are any more, I will try to, or endeavour to, answer your questions in the way that's best, that I know is best anyway, at this moment in time with God. Thank you.